Through the glass darkly, the highway stretches like a burial shroud before me, white lines pulsing, hypnotic. I taste copper pennies in my mouth, though nothing bleeds. Not yet. 5 years of marriage dissolved into this. Driving home at 2:47 p.m. on a Tuesday when I should be drowning in spreadsheets. The dashboard clock blinks, 2:48. Every minute crawls closer to something I can't name. There's a splinter in my mind, been there for weeks. Something in our house has changed its breathing. I catch Claire watching me sometimes, not with love or hate, but curiosity, like I'm a puzzle she's abandoned. The silence in our home isn't quiet anymore. It screams in lowercase. I loosen my tie, strangling myself in slow motion. That dream again last night, me standing at our bedroom door, watching myself sleep beside my wife. Which one was real, the watcher or the sleeping man? Claire's hand on the wrong chest. Traffic light turns green. I don't move. Behind me, someone honks. A single, impatient note. Like a warning. The house sits too still when I pull into the driveway. Our colonial with the blue door Claire insisted on painting herself. 3 coats to get it right. Perfectionist. That's what I loved about her. The key feels wrong in my hand. Too light, teeth too sharp. Inside, the foyer holds its breath. Claire's shoes neatly aligned by the door, except her black heels are missing. She never wears those except on date nights. With me. In the kitchen, 2 wine glasses on the counter, one with a burgundy lipstick print, Claire's shade, the other with a clear thumb smudge on the rim. My height. The radio plays softly, Nina Simone. Claire hates jazz. I love it. I've never heard this song play in our house before. The refrigerator hums in D minor. Something about the sound makes my skin crawl backward. The fruit bowl holds 3 perfect apples and one with a single bite taken out. The teeth marks look like mine. I smell my cologne, but sharper, more confident, as if someone wore it better. The staircase creaks on the 4th step, always has. I avoid it out of habit, but today I step directly on it, wanting the crack of sound. Nothing happens. The wood stays silent under my weight, like I'm not heavy enough to matter. The bedroom door is slightly ajar. Light spills out in a thin gold line. Voices murmur, Claire's soft laugh, then a deeper sound. My voice, but fuller, more sure. I push the door open. Claire sits on our bed, wearing the red dress I bought her last Christmas. She never wears it for me. Her face is flushed, alive. Across from her, perched on my side of the mattress, is me. But not me. He wears my charcoal suit, the one that hangs too loose on my shoulders. On him, it fits perfectly. My face, but stronger jawline. My eyes, but clearer. My hands, but steadier. He's me with the blur removed, the weakness extracted. He's smiling with my mouth, but his teeth seem sharper. They both turn to look at me, synchronized. Her eyes widen slightly, then narrow. Not with guilt. With annoyance, like I've interrupted something important. He just looks amused. "You're home early," Claire says, but she's looking at him while saying it, checking for his reaction. The room pulses. The walls breathe in and out. I try to speak, but my tongue feels borrowed. "What is this?" I finally manage, my voice thin and distant. "Who are you?" The other me stands, smooths my suit jacket with a casual grace I've never possessed. "I'm Daniel," he says, using my name. "Who are you supposed to be?" The mirror on our dresser doesn't show my reflection. It shows the back of my head, as if I'm looking at myself from behind. I spin around, nothing there. When I look back, the mirror shows me from above, like a security camera. Memories flicker. Claire looking past me at dinner last month. Claire answering questions I never asked. Claire calling me by my full name when she's only ever used Dan. The floor ripples beneath my feet. "How long?" I ask, but I don't know what I'm asking about. Always, Claire says softly. It's always been him. She moves to stand beside him, her fingers interlacing with his. My wedding ring gleams on his finger. I look down. Mine is missing. Was it ever there? You need to leave, Claire says, not unkindly, just factually. You weren't supposed to come back today. This is my house, I say. My wife. She shakes her head slowly, studying me like a curious specimen. No, Daniel, you were never really here. You were just holding space. The other me, the real me, puts his arm around her waist. The gesture is territorial, confident. The way he touches her isn't how I touch her. It's deeper, more certain. She leans into him without hesitation, a plant turning toward true sunlight after making do with fluorescence. You don't belong here, he says, not cruelly, almost with pity. You never did. I called him back, Claire explains, her voice gentle but firm. I had to. You were fading, becoming translucent. Some mornings I could see the headboard through your chest while you slept. The other Daniel nods. You were a placeholder, a first draft. She deserved the final version. I don't understand, I whisper, though part of me does. You started disappearing months ago, he continues. First emotionally, then physically, coming home later, speaking less, touching her like you were afraid your fingers would pass right through her skin. Because they might have, Claire adds. He steps toward me, and I see what I couldn't before, the solidity of him. The ground doesn't yield beneath his feet like it does mine. The light touches him differently. It respects his edges. You're a possibility that never fully manifested, he says. A might have been. I'm what you should have become. Something breaks in me. I lunge forward, arms outstretched for his throat. My hands pass through him like smoke, but he catches my wrists easily. His touch burns cold. Don't, he warns. The room stretches like taffy. The ceiling vaults higher. The walls recede. Our wedding photo on the nightstand changes. In it now, he stands beside Claire, not me. I never existed there. I scream, but the sound turns to glass in my throat, shattering, cutting me inside. Flashes strobe behind my eyes. Claire and him dancing at our wedding. Claire and him buying this house. Claire and him making love in this bed. Me, watching from corners, from mirrors, from dreams. Always watching, never participating. You're not real, Claire whispers, tears in her eyes. I wanted you to be. I tried so hard to make you real. The other Daniel, the only Daniel, nods sadly. You're just an echo, a shadow I cast before I arrived. I collapse to my knees, but I don't feel the floor beneath me. Looking down, I see hardwood through my palms. Now I stand outside in the rain, watching through the window. Claire moves around the kitchen, preparing dinner. She laughs at something Daniel says. My Daniel, the real one. They can't see me pressing my face against the glass. My reflection doesn't appear in the window. The rain passes through me, leaving me eternally dry. I've been here before. I'll be here again. Every night, watching what could have been mine, what should have been mine, what was never mine to begin with. Sometimes, when Claire looks toward the window, I think she senses me. A flicker of recognition, then dismissal. Just a trick of the light. Just a shadow where no shadow should be. In another life, I might have been him. In another universe, I might have been real enough to stay. Maybe she didn't cheat on me. Maybe she upgraded. Or maybe I was never the original at all.
If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications.